morning, I would like to introduce Tom Tarantino from the Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America.
Good morning. I had something prepared, but I'm not going to use it because I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated that I'm actually standing here again to have to defend the care and services for the 1% of Americans who have fought for the last 12 years, who defend this country. It is unbelievable to me that we have to continue to have this conversation. I think this is the 5th time I've had a similar press conference and stood in rooms like this year. You know, when this budget deal was announced, they spent a lot of time talking about all things that weren't on the table. Things that were sacred to both sides that they weren't going to discuss so they can come up with a compromise. I was shocked that apparently veterans and military families are on that table. That part of the discussion of how we're going to balance the budget is on the backs of the people who have sacrificed the most. And over the last 5 years, I've stood with Democrats, Republicans, and the White House to help fix the languishing care and services for veterans and military families that have been so dire need of reform. And I keep hearing in those meetings that if you want to know what your values are, look at what you budget for. Well, I guess now we know. Now that the war in Iraq is over and the war in Afghanistan is winding down, and the American people aren't paying attention, the spotlight's off that small 1% who have borne all of the brunt of this war, we now know where the values really are. So we have to call on members of Congress to find the steel in their spine and retool their values. I am grateful for the leadership of Senators Ayotte, Wicker, and Graham to stand here. 3 years ago, this would have been a 2-hour press conference. There would have been 15 senators here. But these are the only 3 who have the courage to stand up today. And we need a lot more to stand with them and stand with us. Because in the end, veterans, military families, we're the only people who can stand up for us because apparently we don't have a Congress right now that is willing to do so. So we call on the Senate today to vote no, and to fix this, and not to balance the budget on the backs of the people who have sacrificed the most. Thank you very much.